Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing our first expansion rebuild of NBA 2K26, starting off with the Las Vegas Vipers. I didn't look at our team yet. I simulated the draft. I let the CPU draft our team, and it's about to be the first time of me looking at our team. I did make some changes, obviously, because the Pistons weren't protecting Jalen Duren. There were some players that obviously weren't protected that will probably be protected by their teams if an expansion ever did happen in the NBA. And I went ahead and put, like I said, the Las Vegas Vipers and the Seattle Supersonics in the NBA. We're about to take a look at our team for the first time. And starting off, okay, obviously it's not great. We don't expect it to be great. We got CJ McCollum. We got Jeremy Grant, D'Angelo Russell, Harrison Barnes, Zaire Williams, Nikola Jovic, Jalen Smith, Jordan Hawkins, Julian Strawther, Adem Bona, Mohamed Guy, De Silva, Quentin Post, and Sam Merrill. I can work with this, right? We're obviously going to turn this team into a contender. It'll be hard knowing how bad this team is, but I definitely could work with this. Obviously, there are some guys I would love to trade at the trade deadline, like CJ McCollum and Jimmy Grant. We do have one bad contract. The rest of the guys are expiring or on a 2-year deal, which is nice. We do have only one bad contract, and that is Jimmy Grant's contract. We're not able to get rid of him, so I think we need to trade him at the trade deadline so we can get rid of his contract. So I can see why they didn't protect him so he can get off of his contract, but yeah, so that's something we have to trade the trade deadline, Jimmy Grant. We just let everybody else expire most likely, and then obviously we'll be in the lottery probably. And then let's look at the Seattle Supersonics. How are they looking like? So the Seattle Supersonics, look at their team, because why not? The Supersonics have, okay, here they are. They have Isaiah Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Scottie Pippen, Grayson Allen, Bryson Sabat, Jake Arabia, Jonathan Mobo, Devin Carter, AJ Green, Isaiah Stewart, Jarris Walker, Terrence Shannon, and Josh Minna. Look, I think they drafted a lot better than us. I think they drafted a way younger team than us. I think they drafted a little better than us. But either way, we're still going to be competing with them. And I'm going to see, we did draft some older veterans who I don't love, but we'll be trading Jimmy Grant at the trade line. The rotation heading into this season is CJ McCollum, Jordan Hawkins, Jimmy Grant, Harrison Barnes, Jalen Smith, D'Angelo Russell, Zaire Williams, Nikola Jovic, Mohamed Guy, and Adem Bona as your 10-man rotation. So we'll do something like that. Who's our head coach, by the way? Our head coach is Jake Thomas. I have no clue who that is, but I'll see y'all at the deadline, hopefully, so we can trade Jimmy Grant's contract away. I'm going to do this trade with the Utah Jazz. They want to take on Jimmy Grant's contract for me. Sure, they can have him. We take on Yusuf Nurkic expiring and a second-round pick. Let's do it. I don't know why the Utah Jazz will want this, but this probably won't be the most realistic. We're doing an expansion rebuild, but we get rid of his contract. Right now, we're 20-32. We are the 15th seed, obviously, so that's great. We're one of the worst teams in the Western Conference. Also, I don't know which team would really be moved to the Western Conference, so I thought about it, and wouldn't it either be like the Memphis Grizzlies or the New Orleans Pelicans? But I moved the Grizzlies to the East because I feel like that is what would happen. I don't know. I think it would be the Grizzlies or Pelicans, in my opinion. Maybe Minnesota, but that's just kind of my thought of it. But yeah, we're the worst team in the league right now. I'd love to trade McCollum as well so we can be even worse. But like I said, I don't want to be too bad. When you're too bad, you fall to 5. We're projected number 1 in the worst team in the league, so you fall to 5. So I'm going to keep McCollum, so we're at least going to be, hopefully, just a little bit better. Now, I don't want to be the worst team in the league, which is crazy to say. I just don't want to be the worst in the league because when you have the worst record, then you project number 1 and you either fall to 5 or 4. I want number 1. I want AJ to advance in this video. Hopefully, we can accomplish that. At the end of this season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins the MVP flag as your Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook is your 6th man in New Orleans defensive player going to win most improved going to Scottie Pippen with the Seattle Supersonics. Clutch player going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coaching going to Chris Fenton, going to Zachary Staples. James Harden is their NBA Cup MVP. But at the end of this season, we obviously finished off in the playoffs. The Supersonics actually made the playoffs, which is very interesting. So they ended up making the playoffs. I guess it's a good thing that we're this bad, honestly. We'll have a lottery pick, which I would much rather have at this point. We got 20 from McCollum, 15 from D'Angelo Russell, 13 from Jordan Hawkins, 10 from Jalen Smith, 10 from Harrison Barnes, 9 from Yusuf Nurkic, 9 from Zaire Williams. I feel like we get all the veterans out of here and then just have a young team. That's kind of what I want, honestly. We finished off 34-48, so not the worst team in the league. I forgot there's now a 16th team now, obviously. But, okay, we'll have a shot to go ahead and get the number 1 overall pick, which I really do want. or at least number 2 or number 3. I want a top 3 pick in this draft. The Clippers going to win the championship. LeBron James is going to retire. But we'll go straight into the draft lottery, and then we'll hire a new head coach as well. So we are going to be projected. So obviously these picks need to be fixed. Forgot about that. We'll fix those picks. We're projected number 6 in the draft. So we're going to see if that pick jumps up. We are going to finish with the number 7th overall pick. So we jumped down, which is honestly so disappointing. I really want to get a high pick in this draft, but sadly, it's just not going to happen by any means. So 7, I don't know who's going to be there at 7. It sucks we can't get a top 3 pick and grab AJ Bethesda, but this is how we're going to roll with it. I'll fix these picks, and I'll show you guys what the next step of this new expansion rebuild. No, I'm actually going to wait till next year to hire a good head coach. There'll be some good head coaches next year. We might as well keep Jake Thomas. So we'll keep him heading into draft night. Like I said, with the 7th overall pick. I'm probably going to draft the best player available. That's kind of what we need at this point. D'Angelo Russell does have a player option, which he might opt out of. We'll see. I think he will. All right, so number 1 is going to be Darren Peterson. Number 2 is going to be AJ Beza. 3 is going to be Cameron Boozer and the Utah Jazz. 4 is going to be Kareem Lopez. 5 is going to be Mikael Brown. 6 is going to be Luigi Siegel. 7-4 from Italy. Wow. Okay, so we got Nate Ahmet here. We got Noah. We got Caleb Wilson. We got Braden Burrell, Lamont, Dame Sarr. See Dash Dale's out here as well. He might become something for us. Okay, low key, I kind of like the idea of taking Nate Ahmet or Caleb Wilson. That'd probably be the 2 best players we could take. This Noah guy, I'm not too familiar about him, but I don't know. I think the pick here is going to be Nate Ahmet. So Nate Ahmet, welcome to Las Vegas. He'll be the first pick here in Las Vegas. So welcome, 77 overall off the bat. D'Angelo Russell will opt into his player option, which I didn't expect him to, but he did. We are going to I'm going to decline Zaire Williams. I'm also going to decline Dan Bona because he shot 30% from the field. But other than that, I'm pretty sure I'm good. Qualifying offers, Nicole Yovi's a free agent. I also wouldn't mind making a splash in some type of free agent, just somebody that could come in. So I'm not going to bring any of these guys back. What do we have right now? What do we have? So we have D'Angelo Russell, which I low-key want to trade him. Jordan Hawkins, Julian Strawther, Sam Merrill. We have Tristan Da Silva, Nate Ahmet, and Mohamed Guy. So we don't have much, obviously, at all. I'm going to move Nate Ahmet to small forward. I think I'd like him to play that position more. I'm going to lie with you. But, okay. We have the money, obviously. We have a ton of money. So what do we even want to do? First, I'm going to see if I can trade D'Angelo Russell. I don't think there's really a need for him on the team anymore. I feel like you want to go to a contender anyway. So if we can just dump him off, we get Colin Murray Boyles from the Raptors, obviously. That would be nice. But just any team. So really trying to give me Dolan Connect. But I think we can do a trade with the Clippers. We can get Yannick Koda-Nienhauser in a pick swap. Sign me up for that. So we get a young developing center in the background. But who can we offer? So it can't be an old superstar, obviously. Trae Young. I mean, would he want to come to Vegas? I mean, it's interesting, but I don't think I'll do anything like that. Harden, Porzingis, Austin Reeves, Dyson Daniels could be somebody we could throw an offer at the Hawks match it or not. Walker Kessler might be interesting, though. He could be our starting center of the future. That might be what we go after. I'm going to overpay on Walker Kessler. I'm going to offer him like $29 million for 4 years and see if the Utah Jazz match it. I doubt they match it. They don't. So Walker Kessler, welcome to the team. We'll get our center of the future in Walker Kessler, so we'll absolutely take that. Yannick will hopefully develop into the backup center. We do kind of need like a starting power forward, and we need a starting point guard like crazy. But I feel like we'll have Hawkins and Strawther play the 2, have our small forward. We just need a power forward and 2 point guards. So Simons, McCollum, I want to sign young point guards. The only thing about it is not much young point guards we can sign, obviously. So, I mean, we could though an offer and like, let's say a veteran like Westbrook, like Lonzo Ball, maybe come in and be, or like Tyus Jones. Sure, we'll sign Tyus Jones to the minimum contract, and then we'll also sign. I mean, I don't really know at this point. I mean, we could sign like Cameron Thomas. What about power forwards? So power forwards we can offer Kuminga. We offered Jonathan Kuminga a contract. That is low-key interesting. He is restricted. Really? He's still restricted on his qual. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. But if we throw Kuminga an offer, we low-key would have, some type of a good player for the future. So he has an offer from the Warriors. I'm guessing the Warriors will match it, so never mind. We can throw. No, I'm gonna see if I can sign Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins to a small contract, and we'll offer Lonzo Ball something as well. So we'll get those guys back. Or not to everybody else, but okay. I don't hate this by any means. Play progression, Kessler is up, Hawkins up to a 77, Straub. It'll be a long process, but we'll eventually be where we want to be soon. We don't even have our future superstar yet, unless Nate could become something, which I'd never see him become something in this 2K26. Maybe it's the draft creators file. I don't know. But all right, we're gonna now 2027 draft class. I know the 2027 draft class isn't good, but if there's one player I do want from 2027, it is Christian Collins. I know Tyron Stokes like the number one best prospect, but I heard bad things about him too. But I do want Christian Collins. Hopefully, we'll be able to land him. That'll be the guy I do want. If we did, go ahead and do it. But okay. Rotation is Tyus Jones, Jordan Hawkins, Tristan. They want to really bench Native, man. Are we serious, man? I'm not benching Native. All right, we're gonna start him right away, and we'll probably give him a high shot since he as well. So, like I said, Tyus, Jordan Hawkins, Native Man, Aaron Williams. This team probably won't be good at all, but you know that's the point of this at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead. I just leave it like that. So, shot tendencies. Let's see. So I want Native Man to score the ball. We're gonna push his shot tendencies up to at least a 90 or even like an 88. So 88 shot and touch tendency, something like that for Native Man. We'll give him all the tools. We also play Seattle round one. We're gonna win. We're gonna lose. So how's Seattle looking like at this point? Okay, they signed Jalen Duren in free agency. I did not see him there. I know he was in free agency. I would have signed him instead, but oh well. I guess we get Walter Kessler. I'll see you at the end of the season. Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP. Darren Peterson's your Rookie of the Year. Edge Coleman is your six-man defensive player. Going to win most improved. Going to Robert Dillingham. Clutch player going to Luka. Coach you're going to Jason Kidd. Nathan Mack is your executive. But at the end of the season, we did finish off as the 10th seed, which I look he didn't want to make the play-in, but I guess we're here. So 39 and 43 on this season. We are going to lose the first game though. So we're out of there real quick, but player stats, we had about, 16 from Native Man. We have 15 from Hawkins, 12 from Straw, 11 from Lonzo Ball, 11 from Tyus Jones, 10.5 from Kessler, 10 from Jalen Smith, 10 from De Silva, 10 from Wiggins, and then 2 from Dival. So we had a bunch of guys to score, and we didn't really have much guys to score the ball anyway. So, all right. We'll go straight to free agency, obviously. We'll see exactly who's in free agency and what we need. There's no way the Supersonics won the championship that fast. This team is trash, bro. How did this team win the championship? That's insane. No, we can't be serious. There's no way this team beat Dallas and every other team. This team, I don't know. Like, why? How? How did this team win? This team sucks. Westbrook, more Tyler Laker, which is kind of funny. I can lie with you, but all right. Draft lottery team. We still have a lottery pick at least. We're projected pick 13 or 15. My bad. We're going to get the number 15 pick in the draft. So, yeah, pick 15 is going to us. So, we have the 15th pick in the draft. All right. So, I guess we get to see who the best player is in the draft. I mean, I don't love pick a 15. I want Christian Collins, honestly, but this is the best player. You guys might say it's Stokes. I'm telling you, dude. Stokes doesn't even shoot threes. I don't know why. His tendencies are low. Baba also doesn't shoot threes. For everything. He's not a three-point shooter, but other than those two, Christian Collins is the literal best player in the draft. I'm gonna see if I can trade up. I'm gonna see if I can trade with the Portland Trailblazers to get pick 5 or like something like that, because I do want a top pick in the draft, no matter what at this point. So I'll be wanting to trade these 2 seconds. One of the players, right? I mean, Sam Merrill. Would you guys want him to take on his contract for us? And then, I mean, I don't know if I trade much future draft capital, but this would be my best offer. They do say no. I could trade this pick swap. They say no. Although like 1 or 2 second-round picks, 1 second, not 2 first, 2 seconds. So, all right, whatever. What about number 6? Who has number 6 in the draft? The Boston Celtics. They can't take on Sam Merrill's contract, but I'll offer this. They still say no. Although a second, I might just stay because we're not able to get Christian Collins. Okay. Yep, they don't agree. Okay, we're staying. I also want to get a new head coach in this offseason, so I'm going to fire Jake Thompson. I want to get a new long-term head coach. So Atkinson, Charles Lee. The perfect guy for this rebuild will be Billy Donovan, but I don't see him. Either he retired, because this guy usually in 2K, this guy is an absolute, I don't know, whenever, he just does so good he just does so good whenever I sign him, if I can freaking speak. But we got Joe Mazzulla here, Kenny Atkinson. One of these guys I would love to get, honestly. So Jason Kidd, Mark Dagnall, somebody has to come be our long-term head coach here. If not, well, then we're cooked. And, of course, none of them signed. Okay. We got Doug Christie. I don't love any of these odds. What about Charles Lee? Is Charles Lee signed? I'm going to offer every single real coach I see. Chauncey, I guess. I mean, what, Brian Keefe? So, okay, can we get any of these guys? No, everybody's gonna decline me. I guess we'll get Chauncey Billups. Like, I don't love that, but it's whatever, dude. Okay, we have the 12th pick in the draft. We'll see if we can draft with that. So number 12 in the or no, I was saying until number 15. We got Caleb Gaskins, starter. You can take Brandon McCoy. So Brandon McCoy with this pick. Go with him, and then with the second round pick, Eldon Sanders. So okay. We won't have a chance at Christian Collins anyway. He went two. We're going to accept De Silva and Yannick Nina Hauser. Julian Strother and Hawkins are both free agents. Heading into free agency, I think we re-signed Jordan Hawkins. He was pretty good for us, 15 points, 42% from three. He deserves that contract, so I'll re-sign him. I'll re-sign Strother as well. I mean, why not, right? PG's been pretty good for us, too. I don't think I'll bring back Jalen Smith and Muhammad. I'm just going to go re-sign these two guys first. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And now what's next? We have our point guard situation figured out. I do want to get that situated maybe sooner rather than later. Hawkins, we still only have our long term. We don't have any long term guard at all. I mean, honest with you guys. Nate Edmonds like the only guy I feel comfortable about, and Kessler for the future. Nobody else could. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't think we have enough, and we need a starting power forward. We need a long term guard. Like, I mean, is there any free agents like next offseason we could possibly get? So I went after John Murray in the last video. I don't want to do that again, honestly. So, Tyler Hero, somebody that we get signed that would probably help us out. But do we really need Tyler Hero? I mean, probably not, right? I feel like we're still in like a stage where like, we don't really know who we are yet. I mean, we're about to see it right now. So I'm going to sign a power forward in free agency or something that can help us out. So Grady Dick is sitting here in free agency. He would be a good shooter for us for the future. You know what? Let's offer Grady Dick a contract. We're going to hope they don't match it. So like $16 million for 4 years. We're going to see if they match his contract, which they don't. And now we can sign a power forward. There's a bridge one in free agency. So like Jarris Walker's here. Rui Hachimura would be a solid option. Honestly, we just bring him in. He could be as a solid option for now. So Rui Hachimura, I'm gonna bring him in. He could be our starting power forward. And then that'll probably be our. We can sign also like Bryce Sensabaugh if we need to. We think he's gonna be good for us, but I'm gonna hope that's hopefully enough, and we'll go straight to player progression. Nothing crazy. Nate Ahmed's going up to a 83. Grady Dick's going up. Jordan Hall is going up to a 80. 79 Alonzo Ball. 79 Strother. Rui's going down. De Silva's up. Yannick's up. And then we got Sam Merrill going down. But I think I'm going to move Grady Dick to small forward. Actually, might keep him at the two. I'm gonna move one of these guys to small forward. So either it's Dick, he come off the bench, I guess. So yeah, we'll Grady Dick to small forward. It'll be our bench, our backup start small forward, and then we can move like Tristan De Silva to power forward, or we can move Strother to small forward. I guess it really shouldn't matter too much. Is he Strother go up at small forward to a 81? So I'll do that instead. So move Strother small forward. I feel like that would be a lot better for us. So start Grady Dick instead. So we'll have at least a solid rotation this year. Still don't think we're going to be a championship contender just yet, but we're getting there. If Nate Emick keep developing, pair him with a future superstar, we can hopefully do. Maybe Luka wants to come to Vegas. I don't know. We might have to trade for a player, though, if we do anything. I don't think it's going to come through free agency, sadly. But maybe we could sign Luka. Who knows? If he's willing to come here, it might not be the most realistic rebuild. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen in Vegas, but I don't think he will leave the Lakers to go sign with us. But we might as well just start Brandon McCoy right away, right? And then what do we have to lose? So we're gonna have these jerseys are so freaking tough, by the way. Like, just look at them, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put a worse than our starter Alonzo Ball for 1 season, though. So Brandon McCoy can start. What do we have to lose? So Brandon McCoy, Grady Dick, Nate Ahmed. They want to start Derrick Jones. Is that our only? No, we have Rui. Why is Derrick? Okay, it must be our proficiency. We're running a perimeter-centric system. His preferred is balance, but I'm gonna run a balanced system. I don't want to play Derrick Jones. Okay, still want to play Derrick Jones. Why? I don't know. He shouldn't even be in the rotation, dude. All right, I know how to fix it. We're gonna move him to small forward, and then Rui should just start, right? That should be forward. Okay, there we go. So McCoy, Dick, Nate Matt, Rui, Kessler, Strother, Hawkins, Lonzo Ball, De Silva, and I guess we're gonna play Yannick over Derrick Jones. So do something like that, and I'll see y'all at the end of the NBA season. If I could make this trade with the Charlotte Hornets, we get LaMelo Ball, honestly. I want to do this at the deadline. We go all in, Vegas, we can land LaMelo Ball. Hopefully, I mean, that'll be my dream, honestly. If there's anybody else who didn't get, that wouldn't be. I feel like he fit the timelines well, not too young. I was thinking now it's Cade Cunningham on the Pistons, but I don't really see the Pistons ever trading Cade Cunningham yet, so I think this would make some sense. This would be the guy we want. I'm gonna offer the Eagles LaMelo Ball. And we might have could have got it without some picks, but we went all in. We got LaMelo Ball. That was definitely a risky move, but I love it. Absolutely love it. So LaMelo Ball will immediately be our #1 option next to Nate Ahmed. So we'll absolutely love that. Now we got, we got some help over here in Vegas. So LaMelo Ball is a new starting point guard. I still want to eventually get a new starting power forward. I don't love Rui as the long-term option, but for now, it'll do. So LaMelo, Grady Dick, Nate Ahmed, Rui Hachimura, Walker Kessler, Jordan Hawkins, Julius Strawther, Tristan Da Silva, Derrick Jones, and Yannick. Cody Niederhauser. Instead of Derrick Jones, I'm still going to go ahead and play Brandon McCoy's minutes off the bench. He was starting. He was averaging about 13 points, 5 assists during his FMP. So really solid, actually. But he'll be moving to the bench. We now got LaMelo Ball. And then this team is slowly starting to form, man. I love that. We traded our pick next year, which is risky, but hopefully we can slide to the play-in, maybe the playoffs, and then it won't be a good pick. We'll see. Your MVP, once again, we didn't make the playoffs, which definitely does suck. Since we couldn't make it this year, but we're going to see who wins a championship, and it is going to be the Sonics in the finals again, but they're going to lose to the Detroit Pistons. All right. Well, I mean, if we got LaMelo Ball, it's at least an upgrade, I guess. Staff signing. We have to make the playoffs. We don't make the playoffs, we're diagonality. But I'll find out this point guard rotation. I'll find out the shooting guard rotation for now, I guess. Ogden is a good player for us, as well as Grady Dick. So I guess the only thing we should be worried about is starting power forward spot and probably getting a better bench. I don't know, bro. But can I get a better coach than Chauncey Billups, man? I really don't believe in Chauncey for the future. I'm going to lie with you. So Tyronn Lue, I don't know if he'll sign for only that little. Quinn Snyder. We might even strike out all these options. We might strike out all these, but I guess we'll bring back Chauncey just in case. But maybe Chris Fenn. Does he have better ratings or badges than him? I mean, I guess it's relatively the same. I guess Chauncey Billups is better. Jordan Ott is here. Willie Greenland. There's not many good options by any means. So hopefully one of these guys sign, and they don't. So we're just going to get Chauncey back. Never mind. Went ahead and just signed it for absolutely no reason. But he's fired for absolutely no reason. We don't have a second-round pick. It does go to the Charlotte Hornets. What pick would it end up being? It ended up being like number 12 or something like that. All right, but I guess you can see the mock draft. So it ended up being pick 12. It isn't bad, I guess, but Spencer White is here now. But I do want to make a trade for either a starting small forward or starting power forward. We need some type of wing that we can start, obviously. Trade for is on the Timberwolves. He is Jaden McDaniels. I'd actually love to get him. I'm going to offer Rui, Spencer White, and then Eldon Sanders, and a sign and trade for Tristan Da Silva. His contract won't even really, bro. We're so close, man. We're literally only just $1 million off of doing it. It's so dumb. Who do we have on our team last that we can sign and trade away to? Was it Tyus Jones? I don't know, but we're so close to making the trade go through. We just need just a little bit. That sucks. I'm glad. That really does suck. We're so close, but we're not gonna be able to do it. Maybe we could trade Rui for a bigger contract, just like a couple $1 million more or something like that. So we trade Rui for like somewhat of a bigger contract. So Gene Hardy would have the same amount of value, so we can trade him. We're gonna trade Rui anyway. So actually, let's get Wendell Carter. So I should be able to make it do. So we get Wendell Carter. We're gonna use his salary for a bigger trade. So Wendell Carter, De Silva. I want Jaden McDaniels. Obviously, he's the only guy I can see making a difference here. Spencer White and then Eldon Sanders. There we go. And then a first-round pick in, 2031. That gets it done. McDaniels, welcome to the team. He'll be a starting power forward, starting small forward. We'll figure it out. But I really do like that addition. Hopefully that's the only move that we can make. We're going to move Nate Ahmed to power forward. He's 6'10". He can play that position. After that, I think we're honestly good. Up 8 overall, so like we got LaMelo Ball going up 2, Kessler, everybody else progressing up. So hopefully this is the rotation that could get it done. I don't know if it will be though. Maybe Yannick isn't good enough, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to go all in here at the same time. I don't know if we're gonna be good enough to win a championship. We'll see. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. I wouldn't really know. Power ranking lands a 6. Running a balanced system. Preferred system is defense. I'm gonna fix that to balance really quickly. So I don't know why it's probably me. I guess Chauncey Billups makes sense, obviously, from to be a defensive-minded coach. But all right, preferred system. I'm gonna go balance, and then your rotation into the seed is LaMelo, Grady Dick, Jay McDaniels, Nate Ahmed, Kessler, Hawkins, Strawther, McCoy, Yannick, and then Oshai Abad. I want to go a 9-man rotation. I'm gonna shrink the bench rotation down as well. I want to be a good team this year. Hopefully, I feel like this team has it to get it done, and I'll see y'all at the end of the season. Well, we're the one seed at the end of this season, so we did make the playoffs, which is really good. Obviously, 56 and 26 this season, tied for the number one seed. Though the Mavericks were the fifth seed, Seattle Sonics were the sixth seed. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. Low key, I'm thinking of rebuilding an expansion team like in the past era. I think I'm going to do that. Honestly, the team's fun. 29 from LaMelo Ball, 26 from Nate Met, 16 from so obviously LaMelo, Nate Met, really good duo. Nate Met averaged 26, 11, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, shooting 39% from 3. So love to see that. 13, 12 and a half, 12, 9, 9, 7, 10, and 2 blocks, and then 4 from Yannick Cloden. You know how it's all right. 8-minute rotation. It's where we're going to run the playoffs. We got the New Orleans Pelicans in round one. Hopefully, this is the year we can make it past round one, and we are going to go ahead and do it. Now we got Dallas. Okay, this will still be hard. Don't get me wrong. Still have Kyrie Irving. They have Stephon. How are they able to get Stephon Castles? San Antonio Spurs, what are we doing? How did you let him go? Flag, Eldama, Sabonis. That's actually so dumb. They shouldn't have Castle. Why did the Spurs let him go? That's actually the dumbest thing San Antonio has done. But so they tell me they prioritize Fox over Stephon Castle. We're gonna take game one. They're gonna even it up. We're up 2-1. We still it's a close one. We're on 3-2, and we're gonna lose to the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks are gonna team that stops us. So we'll run it back one more year. We'll see if we can get it done. Nate Met is your MVP for the final season. You're about to see if we can get it. We went 58 and 24 in the season, though. Best record in the league, I'm guessing. Yeah, tied best record. Player stats had about 27 and 11 from Nate Ament. We had about 27 from LaMelo, 14 from Hawkins, 12 from Grady. The only thing we did in the offseason was sign a new backup center in Nick Claxton. So hopefully this means we can go on and win the championship. They want to start Julian Stroh, which I don't know if I agree with, but we got the San Antonio Spurs in round one. It would suck so bad to lose in round one, man, but we're going to beat them if I had to play Oklahoma City. So we lost in Dallas last year, and Dallas is now eliminated in the first round to the Utah Jazz. So maybe this means something, man. Maybe it's set up exactly how I want. I mean, but now this Thunder team honestly looks pretty good, too. We're going to take game one. We're going to take game two. They're going to take game three. Come on, Kugi, don't give him the script. Don't give him the script when they want 4 in a row, please. Oh, my goodness, dude. Well, we couldn't get it done. This is nothing much to say. I tried my hardest to rebuild a not great team to a good team as much as possible. But hope you all enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. 2K gave the Thunder that freaking dumb script of when they come back, but it's only an expansion rebuild, so hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.